Hello everyone, it's me, SinnerMan. Recently I did a review on Miles Morales that prompted me to look more into how Miles is in the comics. Watching comic story videos on Miles and his thoughts on Miles made me want to give my 2 cents into what direction Miles should be heading towards to. As someone who is Puerto Rican and sees Miles as a character with great potential, I want what's best for Miles. For those who don't know, Miles is originally from the Ultimate Universe. He became Peter's successor after Peter's death, where he finds out that he has spider abilities too. The death of Peter Parker shocked many heroes. Many went to his funeral until it was revealed that Peter was really alive and came to ask Miles for the suit back. And honestly, that was a wild journey in itself. Honestly, in my opinion, the Ultimate comics were great for a time for certain characters, but things did get weird and many things didn't end up great as they should have been. It was a kind of a shame. At some point, Marvel realized that Miles was a well-received character and that they wanted him to join main 616 Peter Parker. However, there will be problems that would come from this, and we would kind of talk about them here. Miles is Spider-Man, no question. However, he is never properly given any arcs, any development as a legacy character, or as a character in general. To make his stories unique and giving him new powers isn't the way to go, in my opinion. This is why they pan over to him being the vehicle for Spiderverse stories, because Miles isn't a classic legacy character. He is a successor character in itself, and honestly, not even a traditional successor character at that. Okay, let's give an example to differ the two. A legacy character, you'd say, would be Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, characters I've went ahead and covered on this channel. These three worked with Batman as his sidekicks in the field and learned from him, guided by him. Miles is a character reminiscent of Terry McGinnis, who became the new version of an established character carrying their legacy even though they have never traditionally been trained by them. Even Terry, during the episode Out of the Past, didn't know what to think if Bruce would want to pick up the Batman mantle again. Even saying that he's not going to downgrade to being a Robin, that's not going to be his thing. He's not going to do that. A character written this way is not suited to being around the original or in the same world as the original. They are built to be an immediate successor to the original. This is who Miles is, and that is his greatest flaw. Flaws can be made into advantages if written correctly. Miles Morales has never gone through the sidekick stage, nor has gone through any unique villains that are unique and tied to him. Just like how Peter and Green Goblin it's not working right now. Like, he doesn't have any villains. He doesn't have anything right now, and that's what's really hurting him. I want what's best for Miles, and here are my ideas to make Miles fit better in his world so stories are more interesting. And honestly, Miles surely needs it. He needs a little bit more pushback to being a better character than he is now. He has the potential for it. Okay, the first idea I have, honestly, is the easiest one that anyone would think of. Miles Morales would need to move from New York to a new location. Miles and Peter may seem like they're far enough, but like, honestly, we've seen them in the video games. We've seen how they move around. They're not that far. They're honestly not that far, and their neighborhoods technically are far, but it's really not. They're spider people. They can get to each other rather quickly. So whatever is going on with Peter, and Miles, they can both help each other and do this and that. But most of the time, most of the villains and everything, most of them are Peter's and stuff that he's dealing with. A new location like Baltimore, Washington D.C., even Boston could be interesting locations for Miles to spread his wings. Honestly, he needs that. For Miles to spread his wings in a new location with untapped potential for creative development, where writers can build a life for him, a rogues gallery that isn't basically filled up by Peter's villains, and a new location where he may have a chance to find a meaningful relationship as well. I think all this is needed for Miles Morales to grow as his own character, as his own Spider-Man. And some may argue that he is his own Spider-Man, but let's be honest, at this point, he is always going to be in Peter's shadow, and I don't think that's right for any character of his caliber to be stuck in somebody's shadow, and that's why he needs to have his own things, have his own life, and be his own Spider-Man in his own way. My next idea has much more to do with Miles, a little bit more than Miles as Spider-Man, or either in tandem. This could be either in tandem with my idea with him moving or not. Miles is just a kid. Even in the recent comics with everything going on with him, the pressures of being Spider-Man, a young kid, school, parents, it's reminiscent of how Peter struggled with it all. I think with Miles, the writers could spread a message of maintaining mental health in a positive way that can help steer Miles from a struggling teenage life like how Peter dealt with. Two ideas to this will be involved with his father's police station, maintaining or even improving their equipment to ease his mind from the spider life. This could be expanded on to where Miles can create new weapons, new equipment that deal in non-lethal ways to subdue normal and maybe even above normal people as well. A second avenue for Miles in the context of mental illness will be his desire through his school and his prowess in technology to create a community or an online community for people to talk to each other, rely on each other, and share what's truly bothering them, no matter how crazy it is. And maybe with these stories that can be, stories that can be written with Miles, he can try and help them in other ways in conversation that doesn't need, ass kicking, crime fighting, in different ways to save their lives as well. Honestly, my final idea that can potentially help Miles become a little bit more unique than what he is would be a full dive, honestly, into the Spiderverse, whole story and everything. I know that Spider-Gwen went through something similar where she went into the Spider-Verse and met a whole bunch of different spider people, blah blah blah, but they didn't really do anything with this. This was just an avenue for her to come to the 616, which is it's a little bit forceful in my opinion. But also, in my opinion, the Spider-Verse in the comics, it's not it. It's not done well. The animated story for the Spider-Verse is done way better. Way better, in my opinion. That doesn't mean that we can't improve on the comic version with Miles and having a line of comics that involve with his adventures in the different universes, helping out, being Spider-Man in the multiverse, which it's never that bad, honestly. No super big plot, nothing multiversal bending plots, just regular Spider-Man adventures in different art styles while Miles is at the helm. This could be a way for Miles to learn a variety of different skills from Peter and differentiating him from Peter as well, and getting resources for his world, which honestly would be cool for him to have different resources come from different realities, different universes to help him be Spider-Man and to help whatever he's doing in his own personal life as well. And there it is, folks. I think these ideas will greatly help Miles as a character, one that creates a whole world of creative freedom, another that spreads the message of mental illness struggles that needs to be taken seriously, and another way of representing amazing adventures throughout different worlds, different universes. If you enjoyed my ideas, thank you so much. And if you want to follow, subscribe, like the video, it would be cool. It would get me out there. Whatever you want, honestly, as long as you guys are enjoying my videos and you guys want more content, I'll provide more content on whatever I think. Thank you for watching still. Thank you. Stay healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally, and see you guys next time, where I'll be talking about Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy. Yeah, I think I think she's an interesting character and she needs a little bit more oomph to her character as well. See you guys next time.